Sorry, I had a little interference there. It took a little longer. Easy, rubbernecker. All right. All right, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. This is a general message. Welcome, 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 everybody. Welcome. Look at this loving nostalgia card. It's hard to pick up on camera, but it actually looks like it's beginning to fade. Like somebody's nostalgia is beginning to fade, like they're forgetting something. No need to fuss. No need to fuss in reverse. Because I think that means somebody should be making a big deal about something and they're not. Use your imagination in reverse. Like these cards are coming up in reverse, which is very weird because they don't generally, I'm going to flip them. They don't generally come up in reverse. Look at good energy now because they're back and forth cards. I did these. There's meanings on both sides. So there's no reason for it to come in reverse. Reverse would be on the other side, right? So it's like, why are they doing this right now? I almost feel like somebody's memory is fading. And it's a short journey. I almost feel like somebody's possibly losing their memory. And it's because they're a very evil person that did something to a very innocent person. So they deserve to, now, kind of, like get what they deserve. Like their justice is coming. I can hear mice and men playing in my head right now. My lips are very chapped. Oh, it's a song, Flowers. That's their new album. I don't know, maybe somebody listens to that band? I feel like that song is not really necessary to this reading. Maybe this person always brought you flowers. Or you also put flowers on a grave. And there's death here. I was gonna read the lyrics to that song the other day and I freaking forgot. Well, you know what? I run this shit. So let's just give me 1 second here. Technically, I'm allowed to do whatever I want. And the looking through the mirror card was on the ground. So the looking glass. So that makes me kind of feel like it's possible we are looking into the future here. There's some type of crime that's been committed here. And I feel like that's why this person is losing their memory. The mind is a traitor, the heart loses strength, the past an invader, the present evades. The spirit eludes, the body decays. Oh my God, look at decay is right there. The spirit eludes, the body decays, the hummingbird seeks, the vulture can only wait. When the storm buried in your blood starts to rain on everything you touch, when it only ever grows and never ever goes away, I hope you feed the flowers, feed the flowers, feed the flowers. You see along the way, along the way. Don't fear the weather in your bones. Fear the weather in your bones. The water makes the garden grow. When the storm buried in your blood, the storm buried in your blood starts to rain on everything you touch. I hope you feed the flowers. Oh, the mind is a traitor. The heart loses strength. The past an evader. The present evades. The spirit eludes. The body decays. Somebody's dying. Everything they touch is they're bleeding over everything they touch. I hope you feed the flowers. Wow. Okay, this fucking man knows how to write. Oh, there's like 5 different people who wrote this song. Holy shit. Whoa, okay. Talk about poetry. Okay. I keep looking at the red, and then with the dead decay, walk away, cover up operation with Crime Stoppers. Whatever this person did, spirit has gone into the past and watched what they did to you. And the thing is so my sister's been having these dreams recently, and it's 100% the future, like 100%. It's hard to explain without saying everything, but the only way that I could describe it in my mind is that she has the ability to go into a future dimension and see what is going to happen. And then, you know, so I feel like in your dreams, this is all dream state, in your dreams, sometimes you will visit the past, present, and future, right? Because when somebody comes and visits you in your dreams, that's the present moment. You're in the present moment. But they can also take you to the past, take you into the future, or just simply stay with you in the current moment, but anywhere in the world or anywhere in the universe, right? Dreams are infinite. That's the thing. Doctors have a really hard time describing dreams. Scientists have a very hard time describing dreams because it's something that breaks the law of science. It breaks the law of gravity. People have dreams about things they cannot explain, and they're not people that would believe in the afterlife. They're not people that would believe in seeing the future. They just know what they see in their dreams, and they believe it because it's all around them. Okay, literally, right? When you start to see your dreams, I taught my sister how to start to see her dreams, how to start maybe letting yourself sometimes lay in bed for a little bit longer in the morning instead of just being in a dead sleep, waking up and jumping out of bed. Sometimes laying there for a little while, it gets you into lucid. It gets you to start seeing your dreams. And in your dreams, that is where spirit connects with you. That's where, if you can't do this and you can't hear it just alone, then they will be with you in your dreams. They will be with you in other ways, right? So I kind of do feel like there could be something about your dreams here, but whatever this is about, spirit has seen it. Okay, whether they saw it through your eyes, whether they went into the past and they watched it, whether they, to re-experience something, so then you went through a flashback and then spirit could see why you have triggers and what is forcing your mind to break out in the physical, right? This is in your head. Maybe that's why it's use your imagination in reverse. It's something in your head that makes you imagine things that are going on that aren't really going on. Okay. It's almost maybe making you like a paranoid, it may be a little bit paranoid schizophrenic, right? Because it's possible that you're hearing things that you shouldn't be hearing. Okay. And something with that too. Jesus, I just got 2 affirmations on that. So somebody definitely is hearing something they shouldn't be hearing. Okay. And they're very innocent and they're getting attacked by something that is now losing its memory. So as it loses its memory, it will also lose its attachment to this person because they're slowly dying, which we all are. Every day you're close, one day closer to death, 1 hour closer to death, and death is all around. Like, I mean, it's bound to happen one day. You can't escape it. This person brings, they tainted a lot of good energy. There was a lot of good energy and they ruined it. Okay. They're infested. And I think that their sickness got into you. Okay. They could have been paranoid schizophrenic as well, hearing things that were not there. Okay. Hearing things that they shouldn't have been hearing. They could have been in some type of very hostile property or haunted property or something like that. And now they did things that I don't think they should have done. Okay. And it was probably because they heard to do these things. (911) emergency. There's a lot of red here. Okay, so I don't know if this person hurt you and they made you bleed. They cut you. They, were very abusive. Maybe you cut yourself and they didn't let you go to the hospital. You should have been able to call 911, but they said no. They didn't want anybody around. Thing is, this person is very close to death. They might just be a walking fucking dead person right now, but they did things against the law, okay? And they could have done it in partnership, right? Like if dad was an asshole, like so was mom, or like it's a partnership. Like they definitely didn't do something alone. They could have drank a lot as well. Heavy drinker. Like heavy drinker, like moonshine heavy drinker, okay? They might even make their own alcohol. They might have their own distillery, so they're just like drunk all the time. This person, I mean, whatever energy is inside of them is obsessed with you. Obsessed with abusing you, obsessed with hurting you, obsessed with taking the law into their own hands with you. They're just obsessed with your energy, okay? And I think there was a part in time, now I'm getting, wow, this is bad. I'm getting Forrest Gump. You know his little friend? When their kids, Jenny, and they go to Jenny's house, and Jenny's dad was an alcoholic. He like chases Jenny around, and like it never really says what he does to her, but he's a bad man. And like I think her mom was already dead, or her mom left, so it was just her dad, and I'm pretty sure he touched her. But I don't really like that movie, so I don't know why they're giving me that. But somebody is Jenny, which means they grew up, like they full-blown drugs, probably a lot of sex, a lot of partying. This would have been in the 70s, 60s, 70s, into the 80s, right? This person would have possibly became like some type of traveling gypsy to get away from their family. Maybe they went and lived with an aunt to get away from their father, to get away from their mother. They could have went and lived with another relative growing up. Okay, this person has a very sick family. Okay, and this person, although they might not have touched you, they might not have hurt you, where they come from is sickly. Okay. And unfortunately, they let that into them. Okay, where they should have cleansed themselves, they should have got that energy out of them. They just directly put all their energy onto you. And in their mind, that was them like, you wouldn't believe this. It's like they wanted to teach you things. Like you needed to know things that they found out growing up. You need to know what it's like to be poor. You need to know what it's like to not have electricity. You need to know what it's like to not, to do everything on your own. You need to know, you need to learn, you need to do this. That is a saucy person. Okay, very like money driven. Like I said, you need to know what it's like to be poor. You need to learn what money's all about. So they just like took things from you. They just took money away from you. They took food away from you. They took drinks away from you, right? They, especially when they were drunk, they might have been like a little bit extra when they were a drink in, 2 drinks in, right? I feel like the cops definitely should have been called. Okay, something definitely should have happened with these parents. That's very abusive, but at the same time, it's like, would you have been better off in foster care with nightmare people, right? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe you did end up in foster care. I don't know. Okay, but we have deadline, so everything everywhere dies, and that's just. There is a spider crawling up my window. Wow, that is fucking badass. It's a water spider. Oh, how did you get in there, little one? You have to find your way in now. Oh my gosh. Okay. Everything where dies. Known fact. That's just the truth. Okay? As much as they think I'm going to be able to live forever, I can torture you forever, I'm going to have power over you forever, guess what? I was kind of wondering like what this was about. And then I'm thinking, I think it's just going to be the universe straight up gangsta style. What up, Steven? Okay. Just shutting it down. They're just going to end it. Because they can. If this person is of no use anymore, done. Oh my God, look at that. Scully showed up. Dana Scully with the facts, the science, the evidence. This is just evidence. Okay, and they don't see this coming because, again, they think they will live forever. Okay, they think they will have power over you forever. They think they're going to have money forever. They think they're going to have this relationship forever. They think they're going to break the law forever. Okay, they just, living in la la land. Okay. Mimosa in reverse. It's like, I don't feel like they can drink anymore. There might be something seriously wrong with their liver or their kidneys, and they might not be able to drink alcohol anymore because they drank their whole fucking lives. So this person might have to be forced sober, and now they're even more angry. Now they're going to feel like they have to take even more out on you because the world just took something away from them. So now they're going to come and take something away from you because that's what happens all the time. Somebody takes something away from them or somebody gives them a bill they have to pay. Suddenly, now you're paying that bill. Now suddenly you're the one that's getting beat. Now suddenly you're the one on the shit end of the stick because they didn't underestimate, they underestimated something. They didn't want to pay for something. They didn't want to be a part of something because they're a fake fucking person. They're a fake parent, they're a fake woman, they're a fake, they're just fake in general, that they drank their whole fucking lives, right? In this illusion, believing that they can do whatever they want, right? They're the cops, they're the police, they have complete authority over you. They can completely demonize you and put you up against the wall and be obsessed with everything about you because that's their path and that's what they can do and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, it just really sucks that people have that mentality of they see something vulnerable and they see something weak and it gives them power. It's sad because those are the people that run over turtles in the middle of the road. Well, shouldn't have been crossing the road, motherfucker, right? I'm in my big truck. I'm a big man. I can run over whatever I want. You should just get out of the way. Where like a real man stops his truck, gets out, puts the turtle in the swamp, and acts like a fucking grown man. You know what I mean? Not this, I can just trample anything because that's who I am. That's disgusting energy. Okay. And again, we talk about abuse of authority a lot, right? People that because they carry a title, because they carry something, now suddenly they're God, right? I'm a priest. I'm God. I just got, my teaching license. I'm in charge of all of you. I'm God. I get to tell you when to sit down. I can tell you that you have to stay after school. I can tell you that you're grounded. You know what that does to people? I mean, that would be like big dick syndrome, right? I got a big dick. All right. Therefore, I run this fucking world. Okay. No, you don't. Okay. Like, I've got big tits. I think I'm the fucking greatest in the world. I'm going to get every man that I fucking want. No. Okay, I'm a fucking liar. I can just lie to anybody and I can get them on my team because of my looks, because of my this, because of my... I mean, it's just like, whoa. Too hot to handle, too cold to hold, okay? Like, these people are just a little too much. Okay, and now they're gonna have to pay the price of that. And that's their own fucking fault, okay? Like, it's not anybody else's fault but themselves. Like, they know when they beat a child that doesn't deserve it. They know when they lie over a child that never lied. They know all the secrets that they have hidden in order to take it out on you. So then they feel like the macho again. I'm the big man. I'm the top dog. I told you, I control you. Like, if somebody has to control something in such a demeaning and narcissistic way, okay, they're only doing it to puff their chest out. They're only doing it to show everybody how hot they are, how possessive they are, how, right? It's a show. It's a fucking show. They might as well just be on stage with a microphone and demand a spotlight, okay? And when you take the spotlight away from them, or you put the spotlight on yourself, you're a fucking asshole, because that spotlight needs to stay on them, okay? That's how these people go, or you're going to be dead, bitch. Okay, you try to take that shit away from them, done. And maybe this person has tried to kill you for so long that you don't have a relationship with them anymore because it's dead. And because it's dead, because they had to rub their dick in your face every day that it was bigger than yours, or their tits were bigger than yours, or they were better looking than you, or they had more money than you, or they were bigger than you, whatever it was, I kind of feel like the roles have reversed. They have switched around. Okay, maybe your tits grew in. Okay, maybe suddenly now you're taller than them. Okay, and it's like, now where's your tude? Right now, where's your attitude? Now, where's your, pull your dick out because it's bigger than mine. Oh no, what do you know now? He grew up and his is bigger than yours now. Okay, it's like when you gotta wave something in somebody's face because it's better than what they have. I mean, it's such a low blow move that they will lose something if they're going to be that cocky about it. Okay? Because there's a difference between being cocky about what you have and just being a fucking prick. You know what I mean? And just doing something because you think you're so great. Like, I mean, my God, that's just nasty, kind of attitude, right? And I feel like this person has had a very nasty fucking little attitude, okay? And thinking that they can see the future, thinking that they can see everything, they can't see shit. They can't see shit. Okay? So now we have Scorpio and Libra back to back. Okay. Walk away from this person. Okay. Yeah. And I think you already did. I mean, 12th house, 2 times. So, I mean, this is done. Okay. It's been done for a long time. This person is so fucking vain. Like I said, it's something to do with vain, like something to do with vanity. It's something to do with you at the time where they were attacking you, have something that they had. Okay, again, whether it's size, whether it's money, whether it's, just things accumulated, property, houses, cars, women. I don't give a fuck what it was. It was vain. It didn't make any sense. It's not a part of this mission. It's not a part of the world. It's vanity. It's something stupid. Okay, and they want to attack you for it. That's why you left. Fuck this. Okay, I kind of feel like they're having a nervous breakdown right now because they're realizing that maybe they are dying, that maybe the jig is up. Okay, maybe they can't keep going on with this and the facts have reached the surface and they can't keep trying to kill you, or they can't keep trying to silence your truth. They can't keep throwing this evil eye at you, thinking that it's going to stop you, right? You just keep going and going and going because that's life, okay? And people know that, anybody that's had a tough life, like, that it's not going to be easy, and probably no day has ever been easy. So if you have one bad day, do you give up? No. But these people that are expected to live this mirage, their days have to be perfect. And when their days aren't perfect, they attack you, okay? Because clearly if their day isn't perfect, you're doing something to them. Can't just have a bad day. No. It's got to be you. You did it, not anybody else. Okay. Oh my God, look at this. On the floor too. No, absolutely not. Like, I don't believe that you did anything to them. I don't believe that you should be deemed the culprit or the liar or the person that has done everything. It's their vanity. You didn't follow their vanity. You didn't follow their rules. And I feel like now You want to be seen. Okay, now you want to be seen. Now you want to be heard, right? And you're not just going to shut up about it. Okay, and there's a lot of messages going out now that have your name on it. Okay, and it's possible that you are saying stuff to lure somebody into maybe saying something to you, or this person could be suddenly now calling you up or emailing you, trying to figure out where you are, trying to find out shit about you. Okay, trying to lure you back into their bullshit, you know, like, oh, we love you, you know, we've always cared about you, we care about everything that goes on with you, that's why we totally control you. Okay, so watch for the lure. Okay, watch for the lure. I mean, these people are notorious for getting people to come back, okay, and playing that narcissistic role that, you know, they didn't do anything wrong. There's the ego. Okay, so Mars is definitely sitting here with their ego, and they are very aggressive. Okay, they are very hostile. They are that kind of person and that kind of energy right now where it's act now, think later. Okay, and that is very dangerous. Okay, you need to be thinking before you're acting, not acting before you're thinking. Okay, which means these people are not really attached to their minds anymore. It's personal to them, and this could be so business related that they've made it so personal that this evil eye, they're just shooting it at you. Shooting it at you. And where it should be personal, maybe they're making it more professional or more money related, right? They're explosive, okay? And this is something that has, I think, taken a very long time to expose, okay? Because it would have taken years for you to even grow up, okay? To even gain your own frame of mind, perhaps, if this was something that happened when you were kids or something, right? Somebody just picking you all the time, somebody just constantly bullying you, constantly, you weren't in good hands, okay? You weren't in good hands. And that really sucks, you know, because it means that somebody had a mission and they chose not to do it. And I think they think they're going to get out of it, and they're not going to. Okay, there's Cadabra. So there's magic happening right now to expose this person and their ulterior motives. They have ulterior motives. Okay, it's not just this is what somebody says because they love you. It's not about love. It's something so fucking sinister. They cannot say they are doing something because they love you if that thing that they're doing is abusive, if it's stealing from you, if it's taking something from you, if it's speaking over you, if it's somehow, you know, resulting in them still having control over you or something that you're supposed to have control over. That is not love. That is not love. Unless you're an addict living on the streets, addicted to smack, okay, and they've got your daughter. No. Okay, like I know that this can go a lot of different ways, but whatever it is that they're doing, it's abuse of authority, and we keep bringing this up because it's going to be in different ways, right? Because it happens in a million different ways. Okay, so we also have successful journey in reverse and termination. Okay, so I feel like they thought possibly that they were going to get away with this, okay, that this was going to be a successful journey. They were just going to be able to kick the shit out of you or do whatever they did to you and just move on with their merry little lives and then get to the heaven's gates. No. They lost their job. They've lost their earnings. They've lost money, okay, and I believe now they are going crazy, okay. They possibly have liver cancer or kidney disease or something because they were an alcoholic for probably 50 to 60 years. Okay. So, truth be told, somebody is about to kick it. Okay. And they're not coming back from the hospital this time. Okay. And that, because I feel like this is a team job, I feel like there are two people involved with this. It's possible that one of their partners is going to perish, which means they now have to do everything on their own. And it's going to be forced transformation. They are possibly in union just to abuse. Okay. And once that spouse is deed, okay, and once that contract is dead and gone, okay, the real mission comes out, okay, and this person's going to get their ass kicked. Okay. Taking their spouse away is just the first thing they're going to do, because if they're living the high life because of that spouse or with that spouse, they're going to possibly lose their house, lose their belongings, lose their vehicles. They will start to lose the ones around them, okay, their neighborhood, their little community. They're going to be forced to move. Things that are going to happen to this person, because now they're completely exposed, because they don't have that contract that they can hide behind now. The doting husband, the loving mother, the, putting out wife. There's going to be something that's not going to be able to be hidden anymore, because the contract's going to be dead, because one of their time is going to be up, because they can't hide in a relationship anymore, acting like it's the best thing they've ever done in their life. Yeah, okay. I almost feel like this person was kind of hoping that you would die first. So if you were homeless on the streets, addicted to something, they were really hoping that that would be the end of you. Communication in reverse. Thing is that this person, they really aren't getting a lot of information correct. Wow. And it's really pissing the universe off. Okay. That they have orchestrated, look at gone, like you definitely, oh yeah, okay, so orchestrated such a meticulous attack plan on somebody, and it was like your father or your mother. And you know what, DMX, his very first album, where he's on the cover and it's a white cover and he's covered in blood. That was the very first rap album I ever listened to, was DMX. And that album will live in my head for the rest of my life. Okay. And so DMX has this like little part in my head. He's always going to, no matter what, there's always going to be this little part of my brain library that is just labeled DMX. And it's DMX quotes, and it's DMX interviews, and it's DMX music. Okay. Little Rough Riders in there at the same time. Okay, now we got Eve playing. All right, like Rough Riders and DMX have just been my crew. Okay, for like, I'm talking since I was like 10 years old, so like 30 years, okay, I've been listening to DMX. That's hilarious, because I feel like it has been that long. Anyways, over like 3/4 of my life, anyways. So recently, there's usually a DMX song that plays in my head, because I wake up a lot during the night. There's always a DMX song playing in my head. And recently, there's been this part where he says, I believe it's part of Slippin', and when I was just willing to stand without a helping hand. Damn. See, we just wrapped past it, D. To make his father leave his first kid at 7, do my first. Okay, so DMX was on the streets running with the Bloods at a very, very young age, like almost 7. Like 7 years old, he was on the streets in a gang. Okay. And the part of this song was he was abandoned by his mother and his father when he was just willing to stand. Like, so he was abandoned very young. I believe from both parents. If it was just, I think his mom abandoned him first and then his father abandoned him second. But there's this part where he keeps rapping in my head how he was abandoned before he was able to stand. And I'm getting that part right now because I feel like, parents, even though they're there, they can sell out very, very, very young. Okay. They might be physically in the house every day at a certain hour. It does not mean mentally they are attached to their kids. They care about their kids. They love their kids. They're just fucking home. They're just there. They're just present. Does not mean that they are parents. Okay. So I feel like somebody was abandoned very, very young. Whether your parents were still there or not, it doesn't matter. You were alone, okay? And if these people believe that they were just allowed to do that and they were just allowed to put you here and leave you, they're very mistaken. Very mistaken. Okay, so whether or not you had to go live with relatives and they still lived for another 60 years, again, everything, everywhere dies. Nothing lives forever. That's facts. That's just straight fucking facts. Okay? And because they forced such gruesome transformation on such innocent lives, I feel like they're about to get burned very badly. And I feel like they've probably been burned for a very long time. Just because you don't see the burns does not mean that they are not in some way being tortured. I do believe they are. Okay, whether it's not they're being tortured in their dreams, whether or not they could live in the city. Okay, they could just be tortured in general by the city. You know, traffic, pollution, homeless, threats, you know, tickets, right? Whatever it is, they are carrying their debt. And I feel like it's possible that their debt is almost paid in this 3D, which means once their debt is fully paid, they're done. Their contract is done and they don't have to be here anymore. Right? So, and if this is a bad person, they would take a very, very, very long time at paying their debt off because they know once it's paid, they're done. So this person could be 80, 90, 100 years old at this point in time. Okay. Their last penny is about to be paid. I just heard literally. This is all about money. Their last penny is about to be paid. And then their debt is cleared. And then they're gone. Yeah, rushing to ruin everything. Unforeseen circumstances. The thing is that this person made huge mistakes. They could be a Pisces energy. They made huge mistakes. Okay, and I feel like they tried to rush your growth for a reason. So then maybe you would die. So then maybe you would fuck it all up. So then maybe you would end up 6 feet under and they would never have to deal with you karmically again. Okay. They obviously are prone to schizophrenic episodes, and whatever it is that they're hearing in their head about how they were able to treat you so miserably and get away with it. I think now they're hearing in their head exactly what's going to happen to them because of what they did to you. And I don't care if they don't believe it. I don't care if they wake up in full sweats having nightmares, but think nothing of it. I mean, the facts are the facts here, and they will pay their debt. They have to. And then once it's paid, it's like they're gonna experience pain like they have never, because here they had a choice. Okay, they had a choice to pay their bills, they had a choice to abuse, they had a choice to live, they had a choice to die. Where they're going, not going to have so many choices to make. The choices are going to be made for them. And that's a big death. Again, all fun and games when you've got, the power in your hand. Remember what you do with that power, because you will not have it forever. It will be passed down, or it will be passed over. And remember the people that you shit on when you had that power, because now you don't have it, and now it's game on. Oh yeah, prisoners of war for sure. For sure. So, like, they're just going to vanish without a trace. They're done. So, again, I mean, always gotta, if you're new to tarot, if you're new to the whole experience of opening up your mind and, being, finally holding yourself responsible for the things that you did, and looking through the glass and seeing that maybe some of the things that you did were very unprofessional, but you were under certain circumstances, or you were raised a certain way, and now you didn't realize that maybe you weren't supposed to do that, right? If you're opening up to all of that, kind of like you're not the only person in the universe, and your parents aren't the only people in the universe, and maybe they got it wrong. Okay. You got to understand that the truth, okay, and how you use it, and what you do with your authority, and what you do here matters. Okay. And it's a big deal. And I know that people will say the contrary, and I know that people will say, listen, this is all, we're dead and then we're alive and that's it, and then we go underground and nothing matters. I mean, there could be that possibility, but I also feel like there's something way, way, way bigger. And I say that because of what I have seen, what I've witnessed, the dreams that I've had, the visions that I've had, the prophecies that I've foreseen. This isn't just some stupid place where nothing matters. Surprisingly, the way that I see it is a lot more important than that. And anybody that debunks such incredible energy to just, it doesn't, if I can't see it, it doesn't exist. And if I don't want, let them be like that. Okay. And evolve past that, because those people that are so dead to everything, those are the ones that are slowly paying their debts, believing that they can extend this right until they're, 300 years old. They're not elves. They don't have immortality, and they will perish. And I just heard, thanks to Spirit, they might get tricked every now and then to paying some of this money off a little bit earlier, not really knowing what they're doing, because guess what? Yes, 3D people can lie, and they can beat, and they can use the system, they can do whatever they want. Always remember, magic exists. So as much as you think you can curse people, or not maybe you, but cross-watchers, hurt people, cheat, lie, steal, abandon contracts, the universe can make people pull out on you too. Right? And that's when the moment you begin to check yourself that, yes, you can do things, but other people can too. Things change. Reality changes. Truth changes, right? Suddenly you don't want to cover up everything. Suddenly you want to be a better person. Suddenly you can see the fact that everything is watching you, and events can change your life drastically, and things can happen. Okay? And it might not be the end all be all, the entire world. Things happen. People lose houses. Relationships break up. Marriages divorce. Kids kill themselves. Things fucking happen. Okay, it's not like everyone's just like, oh man, nothing ever happens. There was like 4 major accidents just in my area in the last 2 weeks, and people have died. So yeah, major things have happened. Major upheavals. Okay, you want to know how many people have probably called Crime Stoppers just this week, and people are about to get vaded because of that? Trust me, just because you don't see it doesn't mean huge things aren't happening. Okay, and just because maybe you didn't see as much as what this person really was doing while they were doing it, there was a major cover-up operation here. And whatever it was because of, you got blamed for it. I don't really believe you were supposed to get blamed. Okay? So now it seems like there's been something hidden, okay? And something hidden for a very long time, and the sun is out to expose it. Okay, and when it gets exposed, that's the answer. Okay, is to expose some of these things that people have been covering up for way too long. And I forgot, these cards dropped. Oh yeah, see, something hiding, causing unconscious reactions, reaping what you sowed, lust, okay, and hanging in a jury. Okay, so clearly, whoever this is, you know, is they are very lusty. You know, they see the universe very lustful ways. You know, they're controlled by vanity. They're controlled by how things look, how they're supposed to look. How do they look to other people? Okay, and maybe you didn't look so good. Maybe you were the black sheep in a white sheep family, and they didn't want you there anymore because you didn't look good to them. You didn't look like everybody else. Okay, so they slowly deleted you. They slowly ran you out. Okay, this was sneaky. This was sneaky. Okay, because I think maybe even once you look back on it, possibly it's not so loving. Not so nostalgic memories. It's more, well, that was really fucked up. Like, now that I think about it, you know, yes, we were at the fire, and yes, we were roasting hot dogs, but why was my dad yelling at me? Why was my mom crying? Why was my sister, you know, why did she have black eyes? Like, again, somebody might have to take the wax off everything and see it for what it is, because somebody fucked up, and it's been very hard to see because it's under the ground. It's not something that they want visible. They want to keep this hidden at all times, okay? But eventually something grew out of it, and eventually the hurt was seen. Okay, what they tried so desperately to cover up was suddenly visible to everybody. Okay, because that's how shit works. Like, yes, they abused you, but you showed them what that did, because you then let it bleed let it bleed, right? Let it bleed all over. They want to act like they didn't see the blood. They want to act like they didn't see what they did. Again, it's all acting. It's all, you know, I'm just going to be ignorant to this right now. I'm going to act like I don't see it. I'm going to act like I don't know the truth, and I'm just going to keep living. So then maybe they just go back to being normal, because I don't, you know, those people that they don't want secrets coming out. They don't want things, you know, they don't want that rug lifted up, right? They want this shit hidden. They want their truth hidden at all times, and they will do whatever they can do to keep that truth hidden, okay? So, gross. Anyways, hope you guys are having a fabulous day. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on there, Angela? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. I can't buy glass pipes anymore because I break them all the time. Then I started buying silicone pipes, but then had glass screens in them. I can't buy glass screens anymore because now I'm breaking them. So now my little retarded self that can't stop breaking things is now down to a silicone pipe with a metal screen. Retard proof. I can't break this if I tried. I could throw it across the room and it wouldn't break. So this is the kind of pipe I'm down to now. actually got in trouble the other day because I've been breaking too many glasses. And I'm like, tell my head that. The glasses are just flying out of my hand. I think my arthritis is kicking up in my hand, so I'm just like breaking everything. Sorry I broke your dollar glass. Let me buy you another one. Literally, he buys our glasses from IKEA that are like $1.50. One of the wine glasses physically broke in my hand. I was polishing it. Clearly, the guy doesn't buy top-notch glassware. So I'm like, sorry, my Hulk hands break your shit. Some of it's retard-proof. I mean, I can't break it if I tried. Also, I don't know why there's not mats. You know, you can't expect bartenders to not break things when there's like ceramic tile below us. You want to put some mats below us, that shit'll just bounce right off. I've worked for many places that have those big rubber black mats. God, I dropped 1 million rocks glasses, never broke one. Oh, we have this awful wood paneling in our apartment. And it's like rock, okay? You can't drop anything without it breaking. It's awful. It is the worst floor ever. I want carpet again. Remember carpet? I miss carpet so much. Oh, I swear I'm going to bring carpet back alive. You can lay on it and snuggle on it. Stupid hardboard ceramic bullshit floors. Sorry, sometimes I go off on rants in between readings. It's about clearing the energy. Clearing the energy. All right. This is probably going to be the last reading. Take it if it resonates. All right, here we go. Such a human waste, rise without a face. Okay, so Eyes Without a Face is playing in my head because we have the movie Eyes Without a Face. Evil Dead, Night of the Evil Dead, Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead. Okay. So it's possible that somebody is they're full of shit. Everything in and around them is all lies. Lies, 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 lies. Okay, and it's possible that somebody's figuring that out. Okay, like They could have a very possessive spouse or something that just like needs to know where they are all the time. They need to know what they're buying. They need to know. It's all a lie. Like that's not how relationships are supposed to be. Okay. I feel like they are trying to convince you that this is just the way things go, but it's like you're not scared of them in some way. Like you're not scared to say no. Like you're not scared to turn your location services off or call them out when all of a sudden you see them drive up to you. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? How do you know where I am? Like somebody's not scared to stand up for themselves like that. But this person is like fucking nuts. Like they seem to know where you are all the time. And they seem to be trying to say that like things need to be a certain way, and no. Like you need to submit, or you need to consume, or you need to be with them, or you need to buy what they say, and you need to conform the way that they want you to, and this is just the way that it should be. Like, no. This person is like, they're a little sick in the head, okay? And like it's like they're culty, you know, like they want to like form a cult with you. Maybe they want to sucker you into like some type of polygamy or something. Oh, good God. Don't become one of like 9 wives or something, okay? I don't fucking know, man. It's weird. I don't know, this is getting weird now. I'm getting like red state. Like somebody's just a little too like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, you know what I mean? And like I don't know if they think that they can like start a cult with you. Maybe they are. Like they're very culty, okay? Like just by the way that they think that they can brainwash you is fucked up, okay? Just simply that. The lies, okay? Like, no, it needs to be like this. No, it needs to be like this. No, it needs to be like this. This person, somebody truly does not see what they have gotten themselves into. Or maybe you do see it. I don't know. But like this person might be very attractive, okay? I'm getting like Charles Manson. Like those bitches went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over him. He was living in the desert with nothing. No electricity, no food. These bitches were starving, okay? And they were just obsessed with him, okay? And I feel like it's possible that like you could get obsessed with them, you know, very easily because of the way that they look or the way that they present themselves and how like very Fabio they are, okay? Very Phantom of the Opera they are, okay? That's fucking scary. Like they could just throw you in the back of their van and take you to Arizona and take you into the desert and you're never seen again. Does that sound like a romantic trip? Or Satan's choice? Okay. See, I'm going to believe in the fact that you know what I'm talking about. Okay? And I think you're going to know, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you are doing something and I know it. And you need to get away from this person. Okay? Because once they bring that other side, okay, you ain't never coming back. Like when Cindy or little Carol Ann here, gets pulled to that other side, you know what her parents have to do to get her back? Okay? It's a movie. No one's ever going to do that. Okay? There's Candyman. I swear, it's like once you get into that camp or once you get into the building or get into that cult, you're going to be forbidden. Like you're going to be saying his name all the time and he's going to be God and he's going to forbid you from doing anything, and he's going to wrap you up in his beehive and down in his dungeon, and that's it. Okay? It says sleeping with the enemy. Literally, that's what I heard. And we brought up sleeping with the enemy. I mean, we do bring that movie up a lot because of what she does. Yeah, we were talking about it the other day because the analogy was the beginning where she learns how to swim, right? You don't really, actually, it's not really the beginning, but she takes off right away and she, you think she drowns because she doesn't know how to swim, but then you realize she's been taking swimming lessons, so then she can eventually swim away. And he thinks she can't swim because in the beginning she couldn't. Okay, so she gets trapped in a life with him, right? She has to fake her own death to get out of it. That's this. Okay, you would have to fake your own death to get out. Now I'm getting what are those people? The Pilgrim people, Amish. Okay, those fucking kids that escape those Amish parents, they go running for their lives in the middle of the night to get away from those parents. This is very creepy. Okay, trickster, look at it. It tricks. It turns into whatever you want and then kills you. It's whatever you want it to be. Okay, that's the trick. It knows what it's doing. Okay, so okay, interesting. I was going to kind of stop it there, but Nosferatu is on the bottom of the deck, and he's in reverse. Okay, and then Jaws is in reverse, and Love is in reverse. Okay, and the Curse. Okay, so there is a dinner coming up with somebody or a date coming up with somebody, and that's this person. Okay, they are not who you think they are. I'm getting like a whole that Wilson guy, okay, that young stud looking guy, okay, I feel like this is going to be a very attractive person, okay, that is going to try to lure you in to something, okay. It'll only take a week. That's it. It's only going to take you a week, and they will have you in another place in the world, I swear. Okay, this is kind of turning into like a little bit of a warning. Look at that. Under Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which I heard was going to come up, there's the devil. And then there's the motel. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, like you might be auctioned at a motel. I don't know if this is going to go down. If they want to meet you at a motel, don't go to the fucking motel. If you go to the motel, that's where the devil is. He's waiting for you. Because the devil is in this person. Okay? But because Nosferatu is in reverse, I feel like if you do want to go on this date with this person, something just happened with my chest. Okay, my heart just started like convulsing weird. I feel like you're gonna know. Okay, that's gonna be your intuition. If you suddenly feel sick, if they're like, oh, we should get out of here and go somewhere, and you're just like, you start to feel like, oh my God, this is it. I think I'm never gonna be seen again. Don't do it. Okay, don't do it. Use your intuition. The thing is that once it doesn't work out with this person, I feel like they're not going to follow you around or anything like that. Okay. I don't feel like they're going to prey on you or anything like that. I feel like it's possibly a one-stop shop. You either take the bait or you don't. Okay. You either see what they're doing or you don't. Okay. It's one of those things. Especially if, notice the red flags. They could say something like they just want to be friends with you, or don't worry, we'll take it really slow, we'll be friends. That might give you the white flag. Okay, they just want to be friends with me. No, they don't. Okay, no, they don't. They still want to lure you into something. Again, it's only going to take a week, so be careful, okay? I know dating is super scary to begin with anyways, but I feel like this is some type of dating lure. I don't really believe it's a setup in real life. I feel like it's a setup digitally, okay? Or Like it's not even through somebody because you don't know this person. They've got no attachments to them. They could be an out of town person coming from the city or something like that. Hey, come to my cottage. Hey, come to my yacht. Hey, come with me here. We had such a great time. We should continue it. No. I think, no. It's almost like maybe, no. I'm like, you might just, I don't know. I mean, take it how it resonates. Obviously, I don't know if you want to do a double date with this person instead. Stay physically public with this person. And if you get the heebie-jeebies, leave. Okay? That's always my indicator. I shouldn't be there. Okay? If I'm feeling like, because feeling your nerves is one thing, but throwing up or getting all these red flags or all these signs when you're on your way out the door, or something not working out or you had to reschedule, that sometimes is the universe trying to get you to realize, like, don't do this. This isn't worth it. This isn't what you think it is. Okay? You're going to have to fight for your life. They're wearing a mask. They don't have their real face on, or they are the lure, right? So they're the good-looking person that brings you in. Okay? I don't know. Creepy as shit. Okay, people. So, okay. I feel like I should make a short with that, but I don't really think we can do that now. I should have did that before, but I did not know we were going to do a highlight like that. But I feel like that should definitely be highlighted as a warning out there for somebody. Okay. So just be very careful. Okay, use your intuition. Get your confirmation cards out, before you go on a date. Should I be doing this? What should I watch out for? Grab your magic 8-ball. Okay, whatever it is, however you get your answers, all right? Because obviously it's not going to be for everybody, but I do feel like this person's going to be really narcissistic. They'll probably talk about themselves a lot, okay? And that's to paint you a picture, to feed you a story, to take you somewhere. Always remember that. Okay, or this secret place, or I've got this place I go, or no, stay in public. If you feel creeped out, don't go. Always use the buddy system. Make sure your location services are on with your phone. Fucking put a GPS monitor on you. Okay, make sure your fucking parents know where you are, your friends know where you are, your bestie knows where you are, whatever the fuck it is. Okay, it's the creepy time and creepy energy with creepy people, creepy sites, putting up creepy pictures that are not them, okay, saying creepy things to lure you into places. It's such a creep world we live in now, okay? So just cross your T's and dot your I's and do all that bullshit, okay? Be safe. It's 2026. Don't be stupid when it comes to dating. Don't just think that somebody's good looking. There's no way that they could be a serial killer. There's no way that they could be a rapist. Are you fucking kidding me? Only you find them attractive, okay? Not everybody finds that Wilson guy attractive. Not everybody finds Ted Bundy attractive. Like, I don't find Charles Manson attractive even back then. Ugh, gross, okay? So not everybody finds the same people attractive. So what you see in him, he might only just use because you like him, okay? So peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful day. And most likely be back in a few days. We're going to take a few days off, I believe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to happen. So make sure you're sending your telepathic questions in my way. Okay. And yeah, remember to have a great weekend and keep kicking ass at life. And thank you for liking the video. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being here. Make sure you check out my Instagram and TikTok. We got lots of shit going on in there. whitneymoonshine@gmail.com for all personal readings. And that's it. All right. Peace, y'all. Have a wonderful day.